something I sent over to Jagex made them change a mechanic in-game. There are lots of hidden bugs in RuneScape that sometimes are only uncovered years after they were first found and exploited. And today we have a pretty big one to uncover. In PvP, whether you're ice barraged, snared, or frozen in any type of way, there's a bug that allows you to move. And it's actually very simple to replicate. Basically, all you need to do is have your warning settings set where when you drop an item, you get a warning that it's too valuable. I set mine to 1 GP, but as an example here, I have a pair of dragon plate legs, and when I shift click on them, I get a warning instead of them being dropped. Once you're frozen, all you have to do is attack the player who froze you, and in the same tick, drop the item that would give you a warning about its value. Your character then is able to run through the freeze up to your opponent and attack them. As you can see in the clip, even though I was able to run through the freeze to the target, I can't move after that still. If used correctly in PvP, this bug would be a huge advantage. Here's me doing it again in Clan Wars, and this is an example where if your opponent is freezing you and standing under you, the bug easily allows you to move and attack them again. It's hard to replicate without a client doing something automatically on the back end, but you can actually use this bug to run away from your opponent as well. Even while they're freezing you, you can keep running away from them and escape. I can't replicate that without coding something on the back end, which I don't know how to do. Now we'll get into how Jagex has patched it so far, as well as potentially the only good bot I've ever found right after this. By now I know you've heard of Raid Shadow Legends, so let's start off by talking about my favorite part of Raid, summoning champions in the tavern. You could literally get hundreds of different champions and you never know what you're gonna get. In this example, we just pulled a Fortress Goon. This month, Raid is bringing out 5 epic looking champions and overhauling the champion vault. On top of that, Raid is running a huge series of Summer Splash events for the whole month where you can get your hands on some incredible skins for Trunda, the epic dwarf. There's even more. Raid is running a special Deliana Chase event where you can get the amazing Deliana, a brand new legendary champion from the High Elves faction, just by logging in. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and July 28th, and you'll get Deliana for free. And if you're a new player, once you're in game, enter promo code MyDeliana to get your hands on everything. 50 XP brews to instantly get Deliana to max level 50, as well as tons of silver. This is the best time to get started in Raid, and if you click my link in the description or scan my QR code here on screen, you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking a free epic champion, Vergis, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, and it's that easy. Just click the link in the description and I'll see you in game. Of course, I sent the bug off to the anti-cheating team, and within a day, I tried to replicate the bug again, but something looked a little bit different. If I try to replicate this bug while the hit points bar is above my head, I get this pop-up trying to drop something in combat, and there's a 3-second countdown before I can drop a valuable item. If the person freezing me doesn't continually attack me, I could still technically use this bug to unfreeze myself as soon as the hit points bar disappears. But that wouldn't really happen during a fight, so this bug is effectively patched. I thought I've seen this warning message before though, maybe I'm going crazy. All I know is this wasn't appearing for me before I sent it to Jagex, and a few days after I sent the bug to Jagex when I tried again, this message popped up. Recently, someone reached out to me on Twitter and asked what they should bot in RuneScape. And I obviously said, have you seen my videos? I catch bots and I'm against them. But then I had an idea. There's a problem in RuneScape that Jagex can't seem to solve, and it's the lava dragon bot farm. Hundreds of bots swarm the lava dragons every day, and they're basically all banned by the end of the day. Jagex's bot detection system picks them up, which is great, but it takes a bit of time. It's been going on for months. So I went back to this person and said, well, if you're going to make a bot, I can't stop you, but you might as well make a bot that kills other bots. And in fact, I know of a bot farm that consistently runs every day and is easy to kill. This person was actually up to the challenge. What you're seeing is an absolute first of its kind. A bot that kills other bots in the wilderness. Let's just start off in the top left corner of the screen. I confirmed with the guy who made the bot that all of the kills this account has in its KD ratio in the top left are lava dragon bots. It was running for less than a day and it had already killed 406 bots. As far as I know, it's only programmed to target one of the spots the lava dragon bots use. And as you can see, it's very efficient at killing them. All it does is hop through worlds and instantly clicks on one of the lava dragon bots if it's in that world. Now from experience, these Lava Dragon bots generally just have Chaos Runes and maybe 1 to 3 kills of Lava Dragon loot, but it's not stackable, and I don't think this bot banks, so it only picks up stackable things. Obviously I don't condone any bot, but if there was a bot that I did support, it would be a bot like this. But again, all bots are bad. I also noticed within the clip this person sent me that when a PKer logs in, this bot automatically logs out. So it is programmed to avoid PKers, and I think it logs out basically in 1 tick. This person also showed me the loot the bot got from just running in 1 hour, which was 14,000 Chaos Runes, 42,000 Air Runes, and it looks like it also picks up the Fire Orbs because those are noted and stackable, but almost 1.3 mil. It's just pretty hilarious to me that there is now a bot in Runescape that basically just hunts other bots. What do you all think? Do you support this bot? I guess for me, if it didn't pick up any of the loot or it just like dropped or destroyed the loot when it was done, it might just be the only good bot in RuneScape. What an absolute legend for programming this though, because it does fill that gap where the bots are brand new and Jagex's system is identifying them, but they're just not banned yet. The next type of tip-off is rarer than others, but when I see this kind of tip-off, I immediately drop what I'm doing and run to my computer. The title of this tip-off was Bot Mule by Varrock Apothecary. I immediately logged in to investigate. Sure enough, every 3 to 5 minutes or so, an account named 82drag1986, a level 3, would log in. The account wasn't on the high scores. Pretty quickly after that, a few other accounts would log in, generally level 34. I didn't recognize these bots' stats to be in any specific farm I'd ever seen. 10 hit points, 7 strength, 65 magic, 9 slayer, and 67 hunter. One by one, when they were done trading, they'd log out, including the mule. And just like clockwork, 3 to 5 minutes later, the mule would log back in and take items from another bot. I watched them do this for about 15 minutes, collecting usernames, and sent them over to Jagex. A couple days after I found these guys muling, I started getting tip-offs about an eclectic impling Pura bot farm. I went to investigate. I can't believe I didn't even have 17 hunter on my main sirpugger account, so I couldn't access the place we're going. Sure enough, in most worlds, the eclectic impling spawn was being camped by these bots. They had the exact same stat pattern, although the ones I found seemed like they'd been around for longer because they had 68 magic and 70 plus hunter. And it totally makes sense why this bot farm was just created. Eclectic implings go for 7.2k each. You can catch one every few seconds or so. It's super profitable. Recently, the price has basically doubled, which would explain why this bot farm was created. Jagex told me the bots were trading off between 400k and 1.4 mil, but multiple times a day. Every single day, the mule was collecting between 100 to 150 million GP. That was from 40 bots that the anti-cheating team found. Every month, these 40 bots would be bringing in 3 to 4.5 bill. Except I think this bot farm was just starting up. Even after the anti-cheating team told me they banned 40, I keep getting more and more tip-offs about them, and they're in most worlds at Puro. So if we assume the bot farm was scaling up, and let's say they're running 100 accounts, this bot farm is netting 7.5 to 11 billion GP per month. Of course, only if they didn't get banned. Let's take a minute and talk about one of the anti-cheating team specialists' latest tweets. Mod Twisted tweeted yesterday some stats that absolutely expose the gambling bots. First stat, in one day, a player who used the gambling host at the Grand Exchange had a 35.5% win rate. A lot of people have suspected that these gambling bots are rigged, and this is Jagex confirming that at least some of them are. The advertised odds are usually like 52 to 48 or 55 to 45. Who would gamble a double or nothing bet at a 35% win rate? Clearly it's a scam. The second number, the bots profited in one day 5.3 billion GP in one day. Now, if the gambling botters were able to sell this, they would be making $1,500 to $2,000 US dollars per day. We're talking $400,000 to $600,000 per year. Luckily, Mod Twisted followed up to that tweet saying they're usually banned before the gold leaves their account, so they're not making that much. A really weird tip-off just came in. Bots outside of the Guardians of the Rift portal. A lot of them. Level 40, frequently logging in and out. That's really weird. I found the bots right away because there were multiple on most worlds. Straight up 30 attack, strength, and defense, 44 prayer, 31 crafting, and 36 woodcutting, probably to do Lost City, and then also 60 fire making and 39 magic. They're wearing Draman staffs and necklaces of passage, and they're not doing anything. except for logging in and out across worlds. I would see some in one world, hop to other worlds, and those bots would eventually log into the other worlds. Since they weren't doing anything, I wanted to ask Jagex what they were for. The anti-cheating team told me that each account logs in for exactly 2 minutes and 50 seconds at a time. And this is actually just part of a much larger operation. The bots are used for all sorts of things. The anti-cheating team said some were even just collecting eggs, some were flipping on the Grand Exchange. But these accounts were redeeming Prime memberships, which Jagex targets, so they get banned pretty quickly. They're in the basement of the Wizard Tower just to get playtime. Not the best spot for it since Guardians of the Rift portal is right next to them and lots of players probably saw them. Now, in 2021, Last Man Standing botting got so out of control that Jagex put incredibly strict requirements to participate in the competitive game mode. Either a total level of 750 and 30 quest points, or just straight up a total level of 1500. And for a bit there, we didn't see any bots, but unfortunately, they're back. It looks like someone has written a script that does basically every single skill with the goal of getting 750 total level and 30 quest points. There are plenty of level 40 to 60s in competitive LMS worlds with 750 to 760 total level, and if you get put in a game with them, it's also fairly obvious which ones are bots. Some of these bots are coded to be really great at PKing, but these seem to just suicide you or try to stay on the outskirts of the minigame hiding from other players. If you find one near the gas at the edge of the map, they actually won't even attack you for the first 5 to 10 seconds you're attacking them, but then something's triggered and they start fighting back decently well. Anyway, the story of bots at LMS unfortunately doesn't seem to be quite over. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon.